Soldering the copper pipes connected to the brass block while that plastic cartridge is still inside is essentially like leaving your smartphone on the dashboard of a car in the middle of summer.
Before you even think about lighting a torch, you must remove the cartridge from the interior of the new valve body.
The cartridge is that plastic cylinder sticking out of the middle of the brass block, right?
Correct. The cartridge is the actual brain of the plumbing operation. It is a highly engineered piece of plastic that controls the complex mixing of hot and cold water when you rotate the handle. And to do that without leaking, it relies on several tiny, highly sensitive rubber O-rings and internal seals.
So, soldering the copper pipes connected to the brass block while that plastic cartridge is still inside is essentially like leaving your smartphone on the dashboard of a car in the middle of summer. I mean, you're just going to completely melt the sensitive internals, right?
That is the exact mechanism of failure, yes. Brass has incredible thermal conductivity. The extreme heat from your torch travels through the metal housing almost instantaneously. If that engineered plastic cartridge is sitting inside, those crucial rubber seals will warp, melt, and completely lose their structural integrity.
Which means the second you turn the house water back on, you have pressurized water flooding out from the inside of your brand new valve.
Immediate catastrophic leaks,
Yeah.
and a ruined cartridge that requires a very frustrating trip back to the plumbing supply store.
They explicitly say to mark the hot and cold sides of the brass valve body with a marker before you set it aside.
Yes, that is a lifesaver. Once the cartridge is out, the brass block is virtually symmetrical. If you lose track of the orientation and solder it in backward, your hot water will be cold and your cold water will be hot.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
It is a classic rookie error that requires cutting the entire assembly out to fix.
Yikes. So pull the clip, pry out the cartridge, mark the orientation, and then the video shows the plumber using a small wire brush inside the hollow brass chamber.
Yeah, you are prepping the empty brass valve body. By running a wire-fitting brush inside the chamber, you are removing any microscopic manufacturing debris, oils, or little burrs of metal. You want that interior brass to be perfectly smooth so that when you eventually slide that delicate cartridge back in, those rubber seals glide perfectly into place without snagging or tearing.